Also, as part of the overall program, there's obviously the individual therapies. Often, when the children are at the early levels or working up the ladder, intensive sensory integration-based OT therapy 2 or more times a week, speech therapy often 3 or more times a week, sometimes physical therapy if there's severe motor tone difficulties or asymmetries in motor development. In addition, there's often the early childhood educators and the special educators involved with the child in the work, as well as some families, because of family difficulties, may need counseling, for marital counseling or for the parents individually. The stress of having a child with special needs often challenges marriages, and we see more than probably the ordinary 50% separation and divorce rate in the general population. So it's important for the mommy and daddy to spend some time together alone on Friday nights or Saturday nights and have some time each evening to compare notes, because that can easily get lost in the stress and strain of just the daily routine, as well as the anger and the sadness and the disappointment and the sense of loss and the constant anxiety and worry. That's part of the challenge. So very important for mommy and daddy to be supporting one another, and for the therapist involved to see if that's working well. And if it is, no help is needed. But if it's not, provide that support, provide that help. But just the practical part of it, of time, is very important. And just somebody insisting that the family, the 2 adults, have some time alone together each week is very helpful, because often they feel too tired to even do that, but they need it to rejuvenate their own energy levels. The question is, how do you keep the team together? Do you have team meetings? When you have a team of people working, it's very important to have team meetings, either in person or through a conference call. And to do that initially at the frequency that makes it work. It might be weekly, it might be every other week, it may be once a month, or maybe certain members of the team meeting talking weekly who are involved intimately in the day-to-day care of the child, like the key therapists and the educators and the parents, and other members of the team who are only there periodically, be involved in periodic team meetings.